2008 International Racing season kicks off here at Daytona International Speedway with the 46th running of the Rolex 24 at Daytona. And like their colleagues from NASCAR, the Grand Am Rolex Sports Car Series likes to run its biggest event first on the schedule. Not only is the Rolex 24 the biggest race of the year, it's also the toughest.
A little bit of luck.
Kind of luck. It seems like you don't win it, you lose it.
It takes to be perfect everywhere, from the standpoint of pit stops, every driver in the car, the preparation.
It's really a cruise race, it's a team's race. The drivers only throw it away.
It's going to be a hard pace. Everybody's going to have to drive, balls out the whole time, and if you got Lady Luck sitting on your shoulder, you're going to do all right.
When it comes time to race, not get too carried away in traffic, and that's the easiest thing, is you can crash with somebody, try and overtake in places that don't really need it at that point in the race.
Only pits for drivers, fuel, and tires. Anything else, you're not going to win the race.
You may not lead every lap, and you don't necessarily need to, but you just need to be there at the end. You need to be patient, make sure you don't get in any trouble, and those last couple hours you race hard and race for the win.
It's a good car, first of all, and the guys do a great job putting it together, which is number one. If they have problems, they seem to be able to fix them really quickly, which is number two.
When you unload off the truck, that car has to be perfect. Every driver has to know exactly his job. Every crew member knows his job, and everything is just a well-oiled machine.
Still to come in the Speed Report. The F1 season is underway as the cars are unveiled, drivers are signed, and teams begin to lay down the laps. Never one to shy from controversy, Paul Tracy stirs up things for 2008. So who's in good shape? We've got more from Daytona testing. Think Tony Stewart will show up this year?
Trap an animal in a corner and it'll fight back. Try that with Paul Tracy, and you better prepare for some waves. Coming up, the details of where Paul will be in 2008.
And plenty of two-wheel news coming up. Why a Superbike champ may not have a shot at the title this year. And Ducati, cold as ice? We'll explain in a minute.
You're watching the Speed Report, driven by BF Goodrich Tires.
Love him or hate him, Paul Tracy has been the face of Champ Car. Nicole, for a minute, it looked like that might change.
Will Champ Car be forced to look for a new star? Yeah, Bourdais is gone, but at least Tracy will still be there. His plans for 2008 top tonight's Speed Rip. Just before the holidays, there were reports that Paul Tracy needed to either renegotiate his Forsyth Racing contract or find a new job. In typical Tracy fashion, his next move caused some major waves when he began talking to Tony George about a possible move to the IRL. Well, Champ Car fans, deep breath. Tracy and Jerry Forsyth have found common ground, and Tracy will remain in Champ Car at least for 2008.